Today, I know it's been a while and I apologize for that. I have bacon and cheddar cheese grits casserole, which I actually found on somebody's Facebook profile, and I figured, you know what? I'm gonna try this one. This one's actually kind of special to me. I had grits, was with Nicole. So it's been that while. I've actually never made grits and I'm really excited to try it. So, oh, helps if I have the right recipe. For this, you're going to need 8 cups milk, 2 cups of stone ground white grits. The only thing the grocery store had was instant, so we're going to try it and hope it works. 1 cup butter, got that. 4 large eggs, got that. And then 2 teaspoons of dillweed, thyme, or sage, or a combination of the two. I got dillweed and thyme. So then 8 ounces of shredded cheddar, got that. Which I'm not going to be using cheddar, I'm going to be using Mexican blend, which is cheddar, Monterey Jack, Asiago, and queso. And yeah, that's what it says. And then 6 slices of bacon cooked until crisp and crumbled. I have raw bacon, we'll get to it later. So the first thing it says to do is to combine 6 cups of milk in a large, heavy saucepan. You know what? Before I even try this, I want to make sure I can get, because eventually I'm going to have to put 8 cups of milk in here. Let me see if it'll fit before I do this, before I commit to this pot. So here's 4 cups. Because this is my happy saucepan. And that's over halfway full. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use a bigger one for this. Not the same, but okay. We just bought a pizza pan from the dollar store. And we're still trying to figure out where to put it. So, it says to use a large, heavy sauce pot, but it looks like my sauce pot is not going to be large enough for this job. So I'm going to go ahead and use a bigger one. Stay. Alright, pizza pan needs to go somewhere else for right now. I will finagle with you later. So, this is a lot bigger than I wanted, but it is what it is right now. So now we're going to have 6 cup milk. And we're going to heat that over medium-high. So my highest would be 7, 6. So 7, medium would be 4. I'm going to put it on 5 once I get there. So let's go ahead with these 6 cups of milk. Please tell me it does not take more than a gallon of milk to get 6 cups or 8 cups, because I'm going to need 8 eventually. So while you're here, while I am measuring out milk, I would love for you guys, because my last video was super, super popular, I definitely need you guys to hit that subscribe button for me, because it's the only way I get my channel to grow is through subscribers. So that's 4, need another 2 more. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to put this on medium-high, which is going to be about a 5. I'm going to leave the milk out because I'm going to need 2 more cups later down the road. And I just need that to boil. So while I'm waiting for that to boil, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start looking at my other ingredients. So I actually got my pan, and I got another pan out for the bacon. Just set that to the side. So I can go ahead and spray this down. And once I get the milk boiling, I'm going to actually put the grits in. Or, I just inhaled it, I apologize. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna let them boil for 20 minutes. So while I'm doing that, I should probably go ahead and measure out my grits, which were 2 cups. So let me grab a bowl real quick and a dry measuring bowl. And what I have is I have packets. So I'm just going to rip through the packets until I hit 2 cups. Ugh. I should have probably hit Walmart because I saw the grits at Walmart and I was like, oh, I'm not doing that recipe yet. I'm not going to pick them up. That was my mistake. So, which I don't have a lot. That's a bigger pan than I need. Or pot, actually. So I'm hoping it heats up quick. Usually with milk, as soon as you see it start, you got to cut it off right away. Okay, so 1 packet is oof, 1/4 a cup, maybe 1/3. So I might end up going through this whole box. What a waste. No, it's about 1/3 a cup. I guess this is serving sizes. I'm pretty sure this will make a cup. So, and no. So another. And if I sound a little off, I am getting over a cold. I had it last week too, and my ear is clogged. I've tried everything and it just isn't working. So let me push that over so you see what I'm doing. And I'm just very carefully adding it now. Okay, that looks like a cup. So I need another one of them. So it looks like I'm going to use probably the entire box, or at least 7 packs. So, and I'm sorry I haven't been here the last few Tuesdays. For whatever reason, Tuesdays have just been hectic for the past few weeks, and then before that was spring break, and spring break is crazy. I might end up doing the same thing when summer break comes, which is going to be soon, so we shall see. Okay. And I've lost count of how many packs I've opened. I'm hoping, because these say instant, I'm hoping they don't cook too fast, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay, this is going to be about 2 cups, but either way I open the packs, so not exactly 2 cups, but close enough. Okay, leave that there for right now. And I'm going to empty these packs, very dusty. Scoop them up, toss them aside. Okay, so I got that ready. Got my pan ready. Remove grits from heat, stir into cups of milk. Well, we still gotta this is going to be a slow, steady progress. But you know what? We're doing it. Because once I get this boiling, it's going to take 20 minutes. And then I'm going to bake the whole thing later for 45. So it should be really good. And I'm going to try tonight. Hold on. I still got cooking oil in my chest. I'm going to try to take my first bite on TikTok. Which, if you're not following my TikTok, is also Ember Burns Black. So, come on. Starts boiling! So this is going to be a long recipe, but I'm hoping that it's worth it. I'm actually going to throw a wee bit of salt in. Maybe that'll help it heat up a little bit. I'm going to use some kosher salt. Actually, that's really coarse. I'm going to do a little bit of garlic salt, which doesn't really call for, but I think it'll be a nice little touch anyway. In there, hopefully it'll heat it up some. It's starting to steam, I can see it. Usually, what I would have done is I would have just set it on high and wait. Can scooch it over, and then I'm going to start my bacon and put the oven on 350, but it's not that time yet. Oh hey, there's the baking pan. I'm really losing my mind. Also, if you'd like to support what I do have my PayPal is also Ember Burns Black. The link is in the description. Prices are getting crazy if you follow U.S. economics. I don't know if it's a global thing or a U.S. thing, but it might be possible that my channel turns off tomorrow if things keep going this way. So, your support and those of you who have been supporting me, I am so grateful for you. You have no idea. So thank you so much. So it's coming. Like I said, you'll know when milk starts to boil because it goes berserk. It's like an instant thing, and I'm waiting for that. So, still waiting for the milk to boil. I probably should have started that before I even turned the camera on, but I'm an idiot, so whatever. Alright, it's starting to bubble. If you can see it, which you can't, I should probably start getting a mirror and put the mirror here, because I saw that trick on Julia, which if you ever have HBO Max, that is a fantastic series. It's only one season. I really hope they do more. It was great. So, it's really starting to steam and bubble, but it's not boiling yet. So like I said, you can tell when milk boils. So once this starts, I'm going to want to stir it often, but I'm also going to want to start my bacon. And it should take me about 20 minutes to do the bacon, so it's awesome. I'm just reading ahead. 1 cup cheese. I thought it was going to be 2 cups cheese. Oh, wait a minute. Top with 1 remaining cup. What? Preheat oven. Remove. Add remaining 2 cups milk. Stirring to cool. Stir in eggs, herbs, and 1 cup cheese. Okay, so yeah, it is going to be 2 cups. And then after I get it into the baking pan, I'm going to add the other cup of cheese. That works. So let me give this another stir. It's still not boiling, which I don't know why it just didn't have me put it on high and get it boiling, which I would have done. But I didn't think of that, so. Alright. Come on, pot. Everything is waiting on you. This is so boring. I'll watch pot never boils. So we're trying. Come on, you got this. If I knew what I was doing with grits, I would have put this on high. Because once this starts, I'm going to end up slowly pouring these grits in. Maybe. I actually need to add the grits and butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. Happy nuts. I'm going to put the butter in first. That way I don't have to worry about it that much. So I got my butter naked. Now the other stick has to be naked. And I'm still waiting on this to boil. It's bubbling, but it's not boiling yet. It's moving. It's breathing. It's got a pulse. There we go. It's starting to pulsate a little more. I can't believe I'm describing boiling milk to a camera. I mean, if I had the sauce pot, you could see in it. If I had a mirror, you could see in it. So hopefully down the road, if you guys keep up the donations, I can build this up some. I'm actually really excited about this dish. I haven't had grits in years. Actually, the last time I had grits, my pastor and his wife and family made them. That's how long it is. That's how long it's been. I can't think. I can feel the cooking oil that I accidentally inhaled on my chest. So that is starting to get a little more active. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the butter in and start stirring the butter in. But I'm going to wait for the actual bubbles or until the butter melts to start putting the grits in. Oops. It's hot. Maybe that'll help it speed up a little bit. Stir this butter. That's actually a lot of butter. But with cheese and everything in it, I think it'll be really good. Especially, you kind of want butter and milk with eggs. Butter and milk always tastes great with eggs. Which the instructions on the grit box also said, you know, add to boiling water, so it doesn't really say how long to boil it or cook it or anything like that, so I'm going to call this safe, and this is definitely an experiment. So I am excited. Okay, come on, butter. Come on, milk. I mean, it's taken almost 20 minutes alone just to boil milk. That's kind of sad. I am going to heat this up because this is ridiculous. Wait till it gets to boiling, and then I'm going to cut it down to a simmer. I think the butter should help it some. I mean, the butter is melted. Because believe it or not, I learned this. That was a stick. I learned like way back in like middle school that boiling and hot water are two very different things. So I'm assuming it's the same with milk. Because I made a lot of Jell-O when I was kind of teaching myself how to cook. That was artificially flavored applesauce. Still delicious, but oh, here we go. We got boiling now. That's all it took was heating it up. So now I'm going to move it back down to 5. Yep, it's bubbling, it's foaming. It is ready. I'm going to slowly whisk this in. Of course, the steam is causing it to, let me speed that up a little bit. Stick to the bowl. Okay. Take this real quick. Get all the grits in there. Okay, I'm going to stir it, make sure it's all evaporated, and then I'm going to turn this, ow! Of course I waked myself. Turn this off, slide this pot back to this burner, which I've had on low for a while, and keep that going. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and turn this to 350 and set a timer for 20 minutes. Okay, now that I got that going, I'm going to set this aside, pull this out and I'm going to go ahead and start my bacon. Actually, before I need my bacon, I am going to need my eggs. So I'm going to crack the eggs just so I have them. Well, you know what? I can do that later. Oh, you're going to be pesky and try to get chunky on me, huh? Sometimes when you cook your food, if you talk to it, it helps it. But I'm also the girl that walks up to the lobster tank and tells the lobsters how they're going to die. I don't think crustaceans are going to be too mad about that. Okay, so now that I got that going, I'm going to go ahead and start the bacon and the front. So, what do I need? I need these. That gives me something to do for 20 minutes, right? And I should have grabbed a bigger pot, but you know what? Whatever, I'm just going to crumple it anyway. Definitely should have grabbed my bigger pot. And I'm going to cook my bacon kind of high and fast because I want to get it kind of done. I'm not really worried at all about perfection. Because like I said, it's just going to be crumpled in the end anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to, break it apart. I got 6 pieces here. Make sure that it all cooks through. And I really should have grabbed my bigger frying pan, but you know what? I'm already committed to this pot, so it is what it is. Let me grab another plate real quick. Okay, grab another plate. Grab a paper towel so it absorbs the grease. Got that. Stir my grits, which they're getting a little chunky, which I think is okay. If I remember right, I think grits are supposed to be chunky anyway. Go ahead and push that back down in there. Okay. Put this bacon. Now I like to cook my bacon high and constantly flip it. A lot of people do it different ways. That's just how I do it. I got that going. Add more. Like I said, I just want to get this done right now. I mean, I have all the time in the world, but why not? Gives me something to do for 20 minutes. I did turn my oven on. Yes, I did. Awesome. I'll give that another flip. Another flip. Now the problem if you do it on high is it splashes back. One of the reasons I chose to wear a t-shirt today. So just this little piece, that is a very little piece. This little piece. And just that. And if you're unsure about bacon, then you can always just buy bacon bits, but I like controlling my bits. One of the reasons why I use bouillon rather than just buying, what is the word? Chicken stock, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I'm going to give this another stir. Ooh, that's really getting thick. But I guess you want it thicker, so actually, let me stir it up some. Well, so go ahead and turn it down a wee bit. I'm going to flip this. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to call this piece almost done. Same with that piece, almost done. Just give it like one more flip in a bit. That's getting there too. And the burner's still hot. I love that sound, the sizzling. So flip this, and it's already cooking a little faster than before, which is good. So got one more piece. Well, actually I got a whole slice left, but okay, while I got that going, I'm gonna give this another stir. I'm really getting thick, but I like it. And my tablet just went out. God, I hope the battery did not die. That would suck. But I also haven't touched it in like 20 minutes, so I get where it's coming from. Get that in there. Always love a nice spatula because you can do anything with it. And this is kind of like my bake buddy, because when you're cooking cakes and stuff, you want to keep pushing the mixture, and the tablet's dead. Ah, I knew it. Alright. Let me get some of this up. And bacon's kind of one of those things everybody has their, how they like it. And some people like it burnt to a crisp, others like it rubbery. I'm going to grind it up so it don't matter. That piece is done. And of course, if you don't want to use bacon, you can use turkey bacon or tofu bacon, whatever. I guess a lot of you probably can't eat eggs either. I don't know what to do about that. So, I love that as soon as you put it in, it shrinks. Like, yep, hot enough. Let me get this towel. Now I gotta plug my tablet back in. Charcoal, don't fall, please don't fall. Yay. And what happened earlier was I had a sink full of water, and while I was putting the phone up, I dropped the phone in the water. So thank God it's okay. Excuse me. I still got that cooking oil on my face. So, got that turning on. Go ahead and flip more of this. Pull more of it off. Get some of these slices into the middle where it's cooking better. Because the first slice I put on is still, whew, not crispy. Let's call that done. Yeah, it helps if I tilt that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a stir. That is getting nice and thick. So once I get the eggs and other butter and everything in it, it should be really, really nice. I'm really excited about this. You have no idea. I hope it tastes like I remember it, but it's also going to have bacon and cheese in it, so it's going to be better than I remember. just funny how things happen. So, call that done. Call that one. Call this one done. Going to mix that in. I'm going to come back here and go back to my photos. I should probably check the battery life on my phone, but I have faith in it. Whoa, that was hot. So here's, I'm going to call that piece done. Now, of course, the first piece I put in is still kind of like, I don't want to cook. Probably because it's bigger than the others. Let me check my timer real quick. I still have 9 minutes on the grits, but it is starting to get thick, so I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and call these last few pieces done. So now I have a plate of 6 pieces of bacon that I intend to grind up here soon. I'll show you how I do that. Let me put this in the sink. Or crumble, but you know, I cheat. I have an easier way of doing it. Those are getting thick. So how is this? Is this touchable? Yeah, yes, it's getting there. Because once that beeper goes off, I want to completely remove the grits from the heats. So, put this around one more time. This reminds me so much of people I used to have with me. I miss and love them. They've passed, I've moved, this brings back a lot of memories, and I'm really happy right now. Like, just the smell alone is making me reminisce of things I miss and people I miss. Because I remember we had a community breakfast, and you know, I was trying everything, and this looked really interesting. So I tried it, because that's how I do. And I looked at Nicole, and I was like, she had a bunch of them on her plate too, and I was like, what's this? And she goes, it's grits, and she busted out laughing at me. So, So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour another 2 cups of milk and then put it in the fridge. That way I have it ready. Okay. And then while I have that ready, I'm going to go ahead and grab another paper towel. And I'm going to prepare 1 cup of cheese. And again, I didn't use the cheddar cheese, because believe it or not, I'm actually not a fan of cheddar. I'll eat it, but I don't like it alone. Hey! So that's why I grabbed the blend, and I'm using a Mexican blend. And then, I mean, it says you can use like different types, like Swiss was one of them, and I forget what the other one it recommended. Oh, Gruyere. I pronounce that. I don't use it. So I got my 1 cup cheese and 2 cups of milk. Kind of, 1 cup cheese. And I am waiting for my grits to finish, which they should be any minute now. And I'm just using fingers and kind of filling it up. So, yeah. So 2 cups milk, 1 cup cheese, and then we're going to pour it into the pan. And let me check the timer one more time. So we got less than 5 minutes still. Give these guys a stir, and they are thick. They're not burnt, which the fact I'm using instant and they're not burnt, I'm really stoked about. Which means I did it right. Used a lot of packets of single serve grits, but I did it right. So while I'm here for 5 minutes, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Ah, that's hot because I have the oven on. Like I said, I love the viewers. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome, but without subscribing, I can't grow my channel, and right now my channel does need to grow. A lot of you feel the same way. Those of you who are supporting me on Patreon, not Patreon, on PayPal. My PayPal is also Ember Burns Black. I wouldn't need so many donations if I was monetized, which is why I am looking for subscribers. So you guys are awesome and I really appreciate it. If you are already subscribed, I'm really hoping you guys share this video, get some more people in, and basically, let's all learn how to cook, because there's nothing wrong with that. And I enjoy it, and I think everybody enjoys it, and the way things are going, the restaurant business and definitely DoorDash is taking a hit, so there's no reason not to learn how to cook. So that being said, probably still have 5 minutes. I said earlier that I think I'm going to try this on TikTok tonight. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't made up my mind. What happened last time I said I'd do that is, I think I had a ham recipe. It was either ham or I think it was the ham. There was so much pandemonium trying to get the ham out of the pan that I had completely forgot to turn on TikTok. So I do apologize for that, guys. So this is looking, every time I look at it, it's looking more and more creamy. And it's getting a little more solid, which, ooh. Oh, I think that's perfect. So this burner is cool. Let me check to see how much more time I have on it. Excuse me, I can't believe I sprayed my chest with cooking oil. So 2 minutes. I'm just gonna let it go that 2 minutes. I mean, that is perfect and beautiful. Let me show you real quick how beautiful and perfect that is. I mean, it looks like rice pudding, which is what I thought grits were the first time I tried them. That is hot. It's still hot, yes. Okay. Which I'm kind of surprised that it has me stirring in 2 cool cups before adding cheese. But I don't think it's going to go too well. But I'm going to follow the directions. Add remaining 2 cups milk, stirring the grits mixture. Well, it's not that cold, not that hot. Waiting for that microwave. I'm bored. Honestly, if I wasn't filming right now, I could have walked out and just chilled for the last 10 minutes, but it is what it is. And this is what happens in a kitchen when you cook recipes like this, is you gotta wait and talk. Oh god, let me check that timer again. Alright. 3 seconds is up. So let me go ahead and move it here where it is not on the heat. turn off that burner. I'm going to go ahead and stir in the cold milk. And I'm whisking while I'm pouring to try to get it in evenly. And now it's super watery. So that seems a little redundant. But I guess you do want it watery, and I kind of want it all in the pan because we're going to be pouring this into a baking pan. So I'm a little bit fussy about it. So now that I got the milk in, I'm going to add the herbs, which I have dillweed and thyme. You can also use sage, but I could not find any sage, so I'm not crazy over dillweed because it just smells like pickles, but I am going to add a lot more thyme because thyme is delicious. Stir that in. Okay, now I'm going to add the eggs in a second. Get that nice and in there. Eggy wiggies, I want to smash them. And it said 4 eggs, so 4 eggs it is. And I'm going to stir this regularly, make sure that I have broken up those yolks pretty good. Okay, there they go. And now my mixture is turning yellow, which actually looks good. So before I add the milk, I'm actually going to spatula it all down again, make sure it's in there. Okay. Now I'm going to add the cheese are the last ones, right? And the cup cheese. Yep. Cheese is it. So go ahead and add the cheese, stir vigorously. Make sure it's melting in there, and it is. Now I'm going to take this again and I'm going to beat it down so I have a nice, you know, what's in there, not so many feet. Because I like, when I cook, I like things to cook evenly, and that's kind of like one of my quirks, I guess. So now I already greased up my pan. If you remember, I sprayed it in the very beginning and started choking. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour this in this. And I'll let you see it. It's a nice yellow mixture. Looks like eggs and cheese and grits, and I'm really excited about this. Like I said, I haven't had grits since Nicole was alive, so it's been a while. And that's a lot. That actually filled that pan more than I expected. So I'm just going to take my spatula and beat it. Just kind of push it all in. Make sure I get it all. And this is how I do my cakes too, with a rubber spatula. It was always my favorite because you can just do anything with it except heat it. Don't get it too hot. So I got that in. So next I'm going to take another cup of the shredded cheese and I'm going to throw it over. Put this over here. Make sure this is even, and it is. So where did I put that cheese? Here it is. So actually, you know what, since it just says I'm going to sprinkle it on top, I'm not even going to bother with the cup this time. I'm just going to take my hand in the bag, and I'm just going to, you know, guess it. When it looks cheesy enough, I'll stop. I think a little more cheese, which the recipe calls for 2 cups, and it says on the bag 3. Everybody over cheese it. Got more cheese. So next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this, make sure it's all covered. There's like some edges missing. I am going to put this in the oven for 45 minutes, completely uncovered, just as is. And I'll show you what I cooked that bacon for in a minute. So let me get this in and let me set my timer real quick. Oh, you know what? It helps if I move the rack down from where it was boiling yesterday. Derp. Okay, now this is really full. I can't believe how much that made, but it looks like it's going to be awesome, so I'm excited. That's like a couple days worth for my family. Maybe I'll offer some to the neighbors. Let me set my timer real quick. Like I said, I'm going to let that go for 45 minutes. While that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up here a bit. When my minions come back, they can take out the trash. So now that I got that done, let me grab another bowl real quick. Now you can crumble the bacon, but like I said, I don't really like to crumble the bacon. So let me go ahead and turn that off. There we go. I'm going to shred it, I guess. I lost my train of thought there for a sec. So, if you have a blender or a magic bullet or something that just processes, I still feel like I'm inhaling cooking oil. Don't ever do that. That sucks. I'm going to throw my thingy across the room. Sounds like something I do. Actually, I'm going to grab this. No, my spatula's dirty. You know what? I'll be okay. So I'm going to just tap it. Grind it up. There we go. Got bacon bits. And this way I can also, I know what's in the bacon bits. I know whatever's in there is what they used for the meat. It's not processed or got like 10 preservatives in a bag. The only thing I didn't do was butcher the pig, so. Or turkey if you prefer, or, you know, whatever tofu bacon comes from. There we go. It's not working like I planned. I think my bacon's too crispy. Whoa, hold on. Oop. That always works. If it doesn't grind, empty it. I learned that a long time ago. And this thing is great. I mean, milk and ice cream, and you got like the. This is just a crappy piece of bacon. Ooh. Oh wow, that works. If you have milk and ice cream, you can definitely make the world's best shakes. Anything you want. And you know what? Cooking tax for mom. I didn't bite off the end. I pulled it away from my teeth. That was good bacon. I'm just doing it until I don't see slice anymore, which is kind of hard. There it goes. And what I love is I can lock it and just shake it up as it goes. And that way I can. There it goes. I mean, that's so much easier than trying to just, you know, crumple it with your hands. Well, maybe it's easier to crumple it with your hands, but yeah, I like doing it this way. And I just got 3 pieces. Doing my little broken up pieces at a time. that time, yep, I got it all. Yay! Now it's like I'm remembering all the things I used to do with this. I had a brain fart earlier. Oh well. Here we go. So this is the last of my bacon. Alright, and what I'm going to do is when this cooks, when this comes out in 45 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever I set the timer for, I don't remember, I'm going to sprinkle this on top. Basically what needs to happen is, excuse me, the eggs have to bake and hold everything together. Now normally I'd be using my rubber spatula, but I only have one at the moment. So I'm just going to take a spoon. It doesn't work as well, but I don't feel like getting, leftover grits and bacon mixed up, because those eggs are going to coat with the grits and the cheese, and it's just going to be an awesome casserole. I'm really excited. So I have my crumpled bacon, which I'm going to sprinkle over it like a topping. Well, it's a topping. Duh, not like a topping. So I have all this sitting out, and when I pull it out, I'm going to sprinkle. So guys, I will be hopefully on TikTok tomorrow. I will be hopefully on TikTok tonight for my first bite. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share this video. If I have enough subscribers, if everybody shared this video to 10 friends. Oh, by the way, this is what it looks like. Crumpled bacon. If everybody shared this video to 10 friends and they subscribe, my channel could grow in no time, and then I can reach even more people and teach more people how to cook and just have fun. Because that's really what it boils down to. Because, like I said, we live in a time where everyone should know how to do something simple like this. Anyway, if you want to support me, my PayPal is in the description. It is also Ember Burns Black along with my TikTok. I love you guys. I will see you later this week. Stay gorgeous. Come on, quit.